Hello viewers, you're watching Eco TV International News, our broadcasting for viewers in the Gambia and around the world. We now begin with our headlines. Unspecified substance drops Nawek's Abase water tank. National People's Party Kanifing Municipalities aspirant asked Mayor Tali Bensouda to resign. Soldier reports to police after killing man in accident. Woman in court for dumping son in well. Mayor Bensouda promises 23 kilometers of road in 2023. Young scorpions in Egypt to set their record. Those were the headlines. We now have the news in detail. National Water and Electricity Company has brought to the notice of the public that an unknown person has dropped an unspecified substance in their Basse water tank. Nawak, in a press statement shared, indicated that during a routine inspection by the staff working at the water tank, they were able to realize that in the Basse water tank, an unknown individual has broken the lock to the hatch of the water tank and placed an unknown substance in the tank. Samples were collected from the tank and dispatched to the lab in Abuko for further analysis and identification of the substances found in the water tank, which is used by the people of Basse for their daily consumption and domestic works. Since the discovery of the incident, Nawek had isolated the tank and has been supplying potable water directly bypassing the affected tank. In the meantime, the Nawek team has already deployed a unit to Basse to further monitor and investigate the incident. Nawek said in a statement, the statement further stated that the police investigative unit and the other relevant stakeholders have been already informed about the incident to bring the perpetrators to book. Nawek, while assuring their commitment to providing safe and reliable water service to the people, they promised to provide further relevant information after this unfortunate incident. Customers will further inquiries and encouraged to contact the nearest Nawek office for assistance. An aspirant candidate for the National People's Party in the Kanifing municipality, Ababukar Jeng, has called the Mayor Tali Bensouda to resign, adding he will organize a protest if he fails to resign. He will write to the Inspector General of Police on Monday to request for permit to protest in case he refuses to resign, Mr. Jeng said. An environmental activist, Mr. Jeng, also warned Mr. Bensouda not to take his statements lightly. This is not a joke, said Mr. Jeng. The decision of the Mayor Bensouda and the colleagues to seek a Supreme Court order stopping the dissolution of the councils and replacing them with interim committees. 3 months before the elections, a United Democratic Party's opposition in the Commission of Inquiry have always raised doubts over the dealings of the municipal council. Mr. Jeng added that having an interim committee into the councils 3 months before elections gives the government an opportunity to be able to have a clear picture of the council's dealings. He said if Mr. Bensouda has nothing to hide, he would have allowed the government to set up an interim committee. So I urge you, Mr. Bensouda, to resign for failing the people of Kanifing Municipal Council and betraying the good entrusted to you. We are disheartened by all the current issues alleged by one of our staff, Kemo Fati, who was in charge of the Bakote dump site and the matter of CEO Senabu Martin. All these have made me to come to the conclusion that your administration is trying to hide something because interim committees are not something that is new, he said. He alleged that the contractor of the most of the council's contract is related to one of the senior officials of the council. Mr. Jeng said the council should also tell the people of Kanifing municipality whether the Kanifing municipal traffic light park is owned by them or official and whether it is generating any funds. A senior officer for the Gambia Armed Forces on Tuesday reported himself to the police after his car crashed, killing a young man in Yundum that morning. The victim has been identified to be one Alaji Jabang, a resident of Yundum and a student of Gambia Technical Training Institute (GTTI). A statement Police said the soldier is identified as Lieutenant Colonel Bayo, who was driving on the Brikama Highway when he lost control of his Pajero and accidentally ran over the young man who later died for his injuries at the Brikama Health Center. The car also crashed into a Mercedes-Benz C-Class yellow taxi at the New Yundung Market. The police statement further quoted sources as saying, Lieutenant Colonel Bayo, after being threatened by a group of angry mobs, escaped the accident scene, leaving his vehicle behind. Colonel Bayo reported himself to the police and is now helping with the investigation, the police added. One Mama Samure, a resident of Kombo Busura, yesterday appeared before Justice Sheriff Tabali of the Gambia High Court on a single charge of murder. The suspect had been pleaded not guilty to the charge, was alleged to have dropped her own 1 year, 6 months old son in a 50-meter deep well located near her house in 22nd April 2021. Mama indicated that she was attacked by Shaitan, which in condition caused her serious headache, made her to throw her son into the well. The suspect cried for help in the neighborhood after she realized that she had done what was already too late. However, a medical report indicated that the suspect is fit to stand trial. Mayor Talib Bensouda of Kanifing Municipal Council has promised to construct 23 kilometers of roads to ease transport in the municipality. Talib made these remarks on the people of Dipakunda on Tuesday, stating that the council's priority has now been shifted to provide adequate roads to its people after considerably addressing problems of waste management. 2 months back, the director of planning had a discussion with her team to construct a 23 kilometers in Dipakunda. They had identified the road coming from Safiden to the interior of Dipakunda, then bridge it towards Bakote to allow 2 vehicles pass at the same time, Bensouda said in a loud applause. He said this road project will eventually cover most areas of the Kanifing Municipal Council, with each ward having a road leading to somewhere. They are going to take loans, no seek help from donors or to fund the project. The project will be funded by tax collectors from you. This would be a break from the past when most of the projects were constructed by Gangworks. It is now that we have seen the Kanifing Municipal Council using to sponsor its own projects, Honorable Bensouda said. Mayor Bensouda continued by saying that because Kanifing Municipal Council is not a political region, all parties constantly cooperate for the advancement of the area and the Gambia in general. Now moving on to sports. The Youth Scorpions finished top of Group C with an impressive record, winning all 3 group stage matches, and head coach Abdoulaye Bojang saying his charges are in Egypt to set their own record. The former Scorpions and Steve Biko Maesterio was named the best coach of the group stage by the Total Energies Under-20 Africa Cup of Nations Egypt 2023 Technical Study Group on Tuesday, 28 February, following the conclusion of the thrilling group stage. I want to thank the TSG for the Best Coach of the Group Stage Award, Mr. Boja said at his pre-match press conference. It is the work of the entire coaching staff. Bojang showed his technical and tactical brilliance during the group stage and even made 10 chances to the team for the final group stages against Benin. The players have shown that he can count on everyone, Mr. Bojang said. Playing South Sudan is the most important game for us. All that we won is history now. We were prepared for the first important match because a win will give us our first objective to qualify for the World Cup. The Federation has invested a lot of grassroots football, so you can see the performance of the team over the years. We will respect South Sudan, but also capitalize on our chances to qualify to the semi-finals next week and make Gambia proud, he added. Bayan Monchi starlet Mamim Sanyang joined his coach for the press conference and says he is looking forward to robbing soldiers with the big guns. I have always had the ambition to play for the Gambia, which made it easy to convince myself. I want to play at the World Cup with the colors of my country, he stated. Those were the stories for our today's news bulletin. But before we take a leave of you, let's take a recap on our main stories. Unspecified substance drops in Nabek Basse water tank. National People's Party, Kanifing Municipality, aspirant asks Mayor Bensouda to resign. Soldier reports to police after killing man in accident. Woman in court for dumping son in well. Mayor Bensouda promises 23 kilometers of road in 2023. Young scorpions in Egypt to set their record. Those were the stories of our today's newscast. Thank you for joining us. With your presenter, Maria Magillen, do have a pleasant day.